All right, here we go.
All right. Good morning, and welcome. I'm coming to you today from my bedroom. I'm hiding in a new spot. So today we're going to be talking all about how to be getting started with your oils. And this class can be great for anyone, whether you're a seasoned user or you're brand new to this, because I have to be honest, every time I listen to a class or teach a class, I always learn something new. So don't think just because it's kind of a beginner's, I've got my oils, now what do I do class that you may not need to listen in. I highly recommend you do. So we'll just cover the basics, review why dōTERRA, and some great ideas to get you started on focusing on some health concerns. Next slide.
Let's get this party started.
All right, I need a symbol.
or a bell.
Right.
All right. Oh, I can get rid of everybody, Sarah. And
you might want to go back to the first slide as well. I think you're halfway through the presentation. Oopsie. So we did this one. I kind of just already whizzed through it. So it's all about, I've got my oils, now what? So you've got your oils in front of you, or you've definitely received them, and we're going to just try and figure out what's the best way to get them working for you. So why essential oils? Well, we all know that they're 50 to 70 times stronger than botanicals and herbs. Remember that 1 drop of peppermint is worth about 28 cups of peppermint tea. So that's an idea of how much stronger they are. They have this unique ability to penetrate the cell wall. So for things like a virus, which are inside the cell, versus bacteria which lives on the outside of a cell, essential oils can be incredibly good. That is my dog. I do apologize. There's not much I can do. He's outside. Good Lord. Okay. Unlike antibiotics, they can attack viruses. Well, I just kind of mentioned that. So the reason that antibiotics cannot work on viruses is because there is a waxy cell membrane which stops anything that's kind of water-based penetrating that barrier. Because oils are not water-based, they can penetrate the cell membrane, they can get in there, they can do their work. They're made up of carbons like our bodies, and they work synergistically with our own body chemistry. Basically, we're getting these essential oils from a living entity. They have the same genetic makeup as we do, and so when our body absorbs them, it recognizes them and knows exactly how to use them. They can be antibacterial, antiviral, some are antiparasitic and anti-inflammatory, and there's so many antis, like there's way more than that. So more and more, we're so anti nowadays. So more and more people are wanting these natural options, and dōTERRA definitely has an entire product line as well as the oils that can really help you get started on your goals.
Something else I thought of is they don't build up in the body like some people, worry about that, but our body metabolizes them just like it does food, like when we eat lettuce or, I don't know, herbs and all that, apples or whatever. These are living plants and our body metabolizes them and they work through the body and then they're gone. They don't build up and they also don't cause reactions in our body as well, because they are plants and our body knows them and is familiar and they're not foreign, right?
Yeah. And I guess the thing is as well, on the very, very rare occasion that you do have a reaction to anything, because it's real versus synthetic, it is very quickly through your system. So that's the nice thing as well, that if you're like, I don't know, it maybe made me have a little rash or an irritation. You just apply some fractionated coconut oil to the irritated area and quick as a snap, it's gone. So, because it's real, So
yeah,
you can use them with confidence safely.
Yes. And we're going to talk more about that. Why can we use dōTERRA oils with confidence and safely is because these oils are tested. And right here you see on the screen CPTG, certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils. So this shows some of the testing throughout the process of creating these oils and putting them into bottles. So the raw material is harvested and distilled from its natural habitat. And then you see the initial testing. There's the 4 different initial tests. And we could, post, if you Google it, even, you can find out more about these tests, and you can even watch them, putting the oils through these tests. These tests are done by outside parties as well. So it's, doTERRA does in-house testing, but it's also sending these oils to a third party to have that for the customers, so that everybody is really sure that these are pure, because they are tested by, it's not just doTERRA saying these are pure. So then you can see that the essential oil is shipped to doTERRA and goes through a second round of testing, making sure there's no pollutants in there. There's no inorganic matter. There's no pesticides. There's no anything added to the oil to, make it go further. So what's that?
Oh, I am a heartin. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then the essential oils are bottled and labeled and gone through a final validation just to confirm that what is in that bottle is what they think and what they know. And then they're released for sale. And I've also remember learning that once in a while, if the oils are still on the shelf, they'll take them and retest them just over time to just make sure that the oil is staying stable and pure in the bottles. And this is why hospitals and research companies come to doTERRA to use their oils, because they know they're getting the same oil every time. And we're going to talk about more of this on the next slide, but doTERRA works with small farmers all throughout the world. I'll just go to the next slide to show you, because I love this little map. And, you probably can't read everything, but this shows you where the oils are sourced from throughout the world. And this is something I really love about doTERRA, and I grow to love it more and more, is that they go where the plants grow naturally, natively, where these farmers have been farming this land for centuries, through generations. And that to me is such a cool thing, because they know this is their lives. Like, they've been doing this all their lives. Their grandfather did it, and they were born in these fields, basically, right? And they're also helping these farmers to, make some money, make money through just for themselves and not through a broker. doTERRA pays these farmers directly. They have contracts with them directly, so that these farmers are actually able to build something for their family and not be, taken for granted and not paid what they deserve for their work and for their plants. So that to me is really cool. And I just love that they're taking these plants from their natural environments. I'm all about the whole nature of it. And so I just really love that. Do you have more to add to that, Bex?
No, well, yeah, I always do, don't I? So I'm like, no, except that we harvest from 46 countries worldwide, and 96% of where we harvest from are solely producing for doTERRA and no other company. So we definitely have the monopoly on these amazing products.
And the other thing is that doTERRA started, and I've recently said this on another Zoom, but the reason this company even started was that the owners didn't feel confident that they could find a pure essential oil on the market that they were completely confident in. And that's why they started this company, because purity is the most important thing for them. They wanted that for their families. They want it for our families. They don't, want something that is not the best and could be harmful to our, if it has, I don't know, some chemical or pesticide or additive that is not safe for the body. Like, that's not okay. And that's how this company started. So
Mhm.
I love that story.
Yeah, it's cool. So now we know that we're sourcing from these 46 different countries, and they're mostly exclusively sourcing to doTERRA as well. How the heck do we use them? So there's three main ways to use your essential oils. And remember, this only applies to doTERRA. So you can be using your oils aromatically, topically, and even internally. The quickest way to impact mood and just change the ambience of an entire area would be to diffuse your oils. So let's talk about aromatic first. The smell, like the olfactory part of the brain where the smells and the senses all kind of resonate, is a really important part of the brain because it controls the limbic system, which can create reactions, physical reactions in the body. So you can really, really change an entire household by just diffusing. Not only can you kill the cold and flu virus by diffusing certain oils, but you can also turn that frown upside down, make a play date more pleasant or calm, and can also help kiddos get settled and ready for bed. So the aromatic way to use oils would be to use your diffuser, or you can even do the hand trick or sniff them straight from the bottle. And the hand trick would be where you drop an oil in your hand, you rub your hands together, and you inhale with your hands cupped over your nose, and then you exhale. And it is wonderful to do at any point in the day for any given reason. Topical is a great way to use your oils, and I would recommend that you dilute your oils initially to figure out whether you're sensitive to them or not. Only reason I say this is because my two kiddos are very different. I can use oils on myself topically, no problem. I have no issues. But my oldest kid, if I use oils on him without a carrier oil, he'll get like a little raised, not a rash, but his skin just gets a little it just raises, it just gets irritated. It goes again as quickly as it's appeared, but you would think his legs dropping off at the time, he gets that dramatic. So a little bit of fractionated coconut oil just dilutes it. He's just more sensitive. He's soft, bless him. But my younger kid is like a linebacker, and you can put whatever you want on him and there's no problem at all. So you can go ahead and massage these oils into your skin. You can apply them to the tops and the backs of your neck if you've got a headache. Pulse points are a great place to put oils. I highly recommend using oils on the soles of your feet and your spine daily to help boost your immune system and support your emotions. Well, and I mean, I'm missing all the stuff really. You can add it to lotions and moisturizers, put it in your face cream if you've got skin issues. It's great for wrinkles. It's good for everything. Bumps, burns, bruises, you name it. And then internal use, not only is it okay to use doTERRA oils internally, but it's actually recommended, but only if it's got a supplemental fact on the bottle. So if you have a bottle near you and you grab it and take a look, it will either say that it's a supplement or it won't say the word supplement at all. If it doesn't say the word supplement anywhere on your bottle, it is not for internal use. I have to admit, I've used oils internally that are not meant for internal use, and nothing has actually happened. I'm fine. But I think the idea is that there would most likely be some kind of tree oil in there, and generally those fir oils are not recommended for internal use, and they may give you a little bit of a squiffy tummy. But I think that's the worst of it. But like I say, I've done it accidentally. Like I put the wrong cap on the wrong bottle, and I'm just fine. Well, I think I'm fine. People may disagree. So a great way to use them internally would be just putting a drop of oil in your water. You can drink your water all day long with essential oils in there. My personal favorite is green mandarin. If you haven't tried that in your water yet, you really should. And then the crowd pleaser, the crowd favorite is always lemon. You can become a little witch doctor, and you can make your own little veggie capsules, which I do too. I make my little flu bombs with a collection of oils, and I always add thyme to anything viral because it just gives that extra kick. And just so you know, you can freeze these capsules, but if you leave them on the counter ready to take tomorrow, they will break down and just be a puddle of oils on your counter. So go ahead and put them in a little tub or a jar, and then freeze them. And you can, I've frozen mine for up to 6 months. So you can freeze them and they're fine. Or you can put a drop of oils under your tongue, which is a great place to start with your frankincense or copaiba.
Yes, or peppermint. I love peppermint under my tongue. Just
Do
to,
you?
oh
Woo!
yes, yes, like directly. It's just one of my favorites. Just wakes you up, and obviously, if you have any respiratory issues, whoosh, it just like flows through your sinuses and opens them up. And
I bet it's like the gift that keeps giving. Goodness gracious, peppermint is strong. I
love
love
it.
it.
It's my favorite.
Wow.
So
All right.
yes, these oils basically sit on my counter and have become our go-to for everything. And if you're just starting out, that's why we're here to help you learn what to use and when. And there's obviously books and there's apps and all sorts of ways to learn. But I just love that they're always there for us, and they can solve 99.9% of our problems every
They
day.
really can. Before they escalate into anything huge, you can normally have taken care of it.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yes.
Guys, I have a question. Do they ever expire? That's a question I've been meaning to ask.
Good question.
Gina?
Yes. On the bottom of the bottle they put an expiration date for us, which is usually 5 years in advance of when the oil is bottled. But I have oils that I've had for 5 years that I open up and they still smell the same they smelled the first day I had them. As long as you're not keeping them in a hot place and, in the direct sunlight. Go ahead.
I have something to add about. So I was at a client's house this last week, and she used to get essential oils from her neighbor when she lived in Utah, and she's recently enrolled with me, but she got her old oils out, and I looked on the bottom, and they're from 2017. So which means she bought them before that, right? Because the sell by the date was 2017, and the On Guard was fine, the lemon was fine, the Melaleuca tea tree was fine, but the frankincense had gone quite gummy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it seemed to, it was thicker, and that frankincense, it kind of runs out of your bottle quicker than you would prefer, and then you're like, oh, it's like gold, slow down. And then the lavender, in my opinion, I just told her, I said, you know what? I said, I don't know why you're keeping these bottles. Like there's only a little bit left in both of them, and you've got new ones. I was like, just use the new, because those two didn't seem to smell the same. So, but I'm wondering if she'd saw them like Gina was saying, like in her bedroom window, or it could just be that they are that old. Like, because 2017, she probably got them then in maybe 2002 or 2003.
Yeah.
No, sorry, 2010 or like, I don't know, 2012. I have no idea. I can't do the math right now. My brain's not working. 5 years before 2017 is 2002. Wow. Don't ask what I do for a day job.
Darn it.
But I think they're just super duper old. And
yeah,
if you've got any oils from 2002, then check them. But
okay,
so actually, why have you not used them if they're from 2002? Hurry up already, right?
I'm sorry. You guys are cutting in and out a little bit. So you said like 5 years. I mean, did you say it was like 5 years?
That's what they say on the bottom of the bottle. So that's a good rule of thumb. But certain ones, like I said, I've had for longer than 5 years, and they still seem fine. So I mean, smell it, make sure it's kind of smells and looks fine. But I've used ones that were older than 5 years with no problem. So
as
long as you're
sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Oh, you're welcome. Good question. All right.
Thanks.
So the next slide talks about a few little fun tips on how to get started with your diffuser. I'm sure we've all got diffuser favorites. But a good one just to get you going in the morning would be wild orange and peppermint. And then a nice one at nighttime would be lavender and breathe. So
Yes.
you can diffuse what you want when you want. And don't worry if it doesn't smell good, just tip it out and start again. You know, I used to be scared to tip things away because I was like, it's my oils, I don't want to tip them away. But now if I try to be adventurous and if it doesn't work, I try something else.
Yes. And they're really, you know, you can Google or Pinterest. There's oils for every season, you know, combination ideas, you know, summer and spring. And if you're having a backyard barbecue or, you know, like there's something, ideas for everything. So it really is something you can have fun with. And I love that Bex says sometimes she goes down the candle aisle and like, you know, maybe smells a candle and then looks at what is in that candle. You know, maybe it's bergamot and I don't know, peppermint or something.
Lime. Yeah.
Lime, bergamot and lime. Yeah. So then she tries a diffuser blend, you know, with that. And then you're not getting the chemicals of what might have been in that candle, but you're getting, you know, your fresh plant oils.
Yeah. A new scent.
Benefits. Yeah. And health benefits all the while. Something, you know, On Guard is amazing to diffuse in the fall and also really good for your immune system. So that's, you know, that's a real popular one to use in the fall.
Hi, I just jumped on. Hi, Gina. I'm Elizabeth. I'm Lizzie.
Yeah, hi. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hi, I'm not gonna put my camera on because I look hideous, but I I love my diffuser. I just wanted to ask a question.
Yes.
Sometimes I feel like I can't smell it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like,
Well,
you know,
I'm the same way, and I like to add a lot of oils. Like,
me too.
if it says 2 drops here, I probably put 3 to 4.
Yeah.
because I just can't. I'm filling the water up to the water line,
Mhm.
and then I'm like, practically, it looks like an oil slick practically on the water, and I can't. I sometimes I just can't smell it. Like kind of throughout the house. I can
Mhm.
smell it when I put my face right over it and I can see it coming out,
Yes.
but just I don't know.
Yeah.
Where did you get your diffuser from?
I got it from Gina.
Yeah. It's the Volo, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a bigger one, I believe. I don't have that one, but what I sometimes do, Elizabeth, is I fill mine like halfway.
Yes.
And then I add my oils so it's stronger. And then,
Oh, so don't put as much water.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I do. Do you do that, Bex?
I do. I never do up to the line anymore because I find
Okay.
I don't smell it quite as much. So just a
Okay.
little bit just a little below that red dot.
Okay.
Well, and
Okay.
I think you get nose blind to it yourself a lot quicker. Like I've had my diffuser on for hours and been completely unaware that it was still going. And then somebody walks in my house and they're like, wow, it smells really good in here. So I think there's a
Right.
little bit of that happens to you naturally if you're in the same room with it.
Okay. Well, I just got it, so I want to make sure I'm like really smelling it.
Good for you. Yeah.
I'm the
I love
same
it,
way. You know, and you can always add more. So that's what I do. If I can't smell, I'll just open up and add a few more drops of oil just because, yeah, I want to smell it. And
Just out of curiosity. Oh, I'm so sorry, Gina. Go ahead.
No, go.
Well, I just wondered what you were diffusing because sometimes there are oils that are incredible. They have really light notes and they do burn off really quickly. So for example, I love the smell of grapefruit or green mandarin, but I don't smell them for long. You know, they don't seem to last long for me. I don't know if anybody else has this experiences this, but if you mix it with something, the scent will last longer. So what were you diffusing, love?
Oh, well, okay. So I was doing the mix, the grapefruit and a little bit of the Siberian fir.
Oh yeah.
I have the citrus blend. I basically was like trying different ones.
You were doing the anthropology blend, weren't you?
Yeah, because
it's one of my favorites.
Because Gina got me going. So you know. But I think I need to put less water. I think that might be the ticket.
A little bit less water. Yeah.
I've only just got it, so I'm just that's why I popped on, was because I wanted to make sure I'm
Fabulous.
using it correctly and getting the most from it, you know.
Yeah, the citrus bliss should stay pretty strong, and the Siberian fir will, but the grapefruit will burn off really quick. So you
Okay.
want to put more in of that. I'm glad we
Okay.
spoke about it because I have the same issue with grapefruit.
All right. Okay. Well, that helps very much.
Yeah.
And it's
All
funny
right.
because
Oh.
it's funny, and I'm glad you asked. It's funny because your sister, when she first got her diffuser, she's like, "Oh my gosh, I think I put too much, and it's really strong." And so she,
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. She
so
loves that On Guard. I might need to get that.
oh yeah, it's really nice. But it was funny because I'm like, well, you just add more water, you know, dump it out a little bit, and then just add some more water. So she had the opposite.
Yeah, I know.
funny.
Okay. I need to kick it up a notch.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
definitely
Yeah.
don't be afraid to kick it up a notch for sure.
All right.
For sure.
Well, thank you, you guys. I'm going to jump off because I need to have some coffee.
Oh, enjoy.
But thank you so much.
Oh,
And,
yes.
yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay, my dogs are like gonna have a heyday. Oh boy. Okay, I have nobody here to help me. I think this is my slide. So
Yep.
okay, this is talking about dilution. So and Bex touched on this a little bit. This kind of shows you, as far as age, kind of the ratio of a fractionated coconut oil or any carrier oil that you have. I use jojoba oil, organic jojoba oil. You can use almond oil. You can use what's that, grapeseed oil. Like, there's a lot of different oils you can use if you have it on hand. And fractionated coconut oil, though, is very light. It's a really nice one to use for sure. And jojoba, it's light too. So this shows you basically, if you have a roller bottle and you're making your own blend of oils, it gives you a guide of kind of how much essential oil to put in, and then how much carrier oil to put in. And it doesn't affect what the oils are doing in your body. It just, for one, it helps them spread better. So especially if you're using like a massage blend, it helps, you know, the coconut oil helps the oil spread across your body. It's good, obviously, if you have sensitive skin to use. I think is that Annie? Or maybe mute yourself. I don't know.
Sandy, can you mute, love?
Oh, it's Sandy.
Oh, sorry.
You're okay, hon.
And so then this just gives you an idea of, oh my gosh, if they're
Gina, can you mute, please?
if they're under 2, you're using 1 drop. It's like 1/10 of the bottle, right? 2 to 6 years old, 1/4 of essential oils versus 3/4 carrier oil, and 6 and above is 1/3 essential oils, and then 2/3 carrier oil. So it
Super.
says on here, do not use water to try to dilute your oils, because oils and water do not mix. So that's not going to really work for you. That's why we use a carrier oil. Did I cover that properly? I think so.
You did.
Okay.
You did. Beautiful.
Good. And then internal use again. So a good way to start is try 1 to 2 drops of maybe a citrus oil in your water. So Bex mentioned green mandarin. Lemon is a great one, especially because it's a very reasonably priced oil. I love lemon and peppermint together. So a drop of lemon, drop of peppermint, just revives you. And you know, any citrus really. Wild orange, grapefruit is a great one to use. Slim and Sassy, which is our metabolic blend, so that can help with cravings and getting your metabolism boosted. Also just a very energizing blend because it has some citrus oils in there. So lots of ideas. And again, look on your oil bottle. If it says supplemental facts, then it's safe to use internally and recommended, you know, for internal use.
I have a question about that.
Yeah.
So, let's say I really like peppermint and lemon too, that I'll add to my water.
Yes.
Can you do that every time you drink a glass of water, or is it recommended to do it just one time during the day? Like how?
I mean, if
does?
you're just doing a drop, I would think every glass of water you could.
Okay.
I remember my sister using lemon, and she said, Gina, like, she accident, it can come out kind of quickly. So I accidentally
Yeah.
took like 4 or 5 drops, and she's like, woo, and I had so much energy. So, you just have to kind of, I was like, oh, well, you can just use 1 or 2, and so anyway, you know how your body feels. And if you're feeling
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, I have it feels like I drank like 3 cups of coffee, then maybe you drink a glass of water without oils for that round.
Okay.
But
Okay. Okay.
just listen
Okay.
to your body. But I don't, it's not going to hurt you for sure. And it can
Oh,
only
okay.
help you. Citrus
Okay.
oil is great for flushing out your system. So it's a great one to use daily.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I have
I do. In every glass of mine, I've always got something in there.
I have so like citrus bliss or wild orange or lemon, peppermint. I have all of those. So like any one of those combination.
Citrus bliss is not for internal use.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have the supplemental fact written on it.
Okay.
So you always want to check your bottles regardless, just to make sure that they are recommended for internal use. I do
Okay.
know people that do put citrus bliss in their oil, in their water, but just because it doesn't say it on the bottle, I just don't.
Okay. Okay.
But if you have been, you seem fine. So
Yeah. Well, no, I haven't been. I have just been doing lemon and peppermint, and sometimes I'll do this lemon sassy. But I do have another question for you guys. I've like for the past week, I've had this it feels like an intestinal thing going on, or I'm getting weird, like what feels like a side ache, like if you eat and run, or I feel off. Like I know I'm off, and it is just like bloated, and there's definitely something intestinal going on. So what would you recommend?
Do you have any Terrazine?
No, I don't.
Gina, what do you think? I would try some Terrazine. They're digestive enzymes. So if you've eaten something that's maybe, I don't know, got stuck in a little pocket somewhere, and it's not digesting and flushing out properly, the digestive enzymes can really help. Who are you close to? Who are you? Are you Gina's girl?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're in Arizona. Are you in Arizona
But
right
now? I live in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Phoenix right now.
Well, I was going to say you can swing by to whoever's closest and grab some to try, but that's not going to work.
Yeah, darn. No.
Well, you could try it on your order. I mean, it's amazing, and actually probably would be really good for your boys as well, just because. I mean, it's good for everybody. A little digestive enzyme is not going to hurt anybody. It just helps, your food digest and ease up on your intestines and that sort of thing. If you have Digest Zen or Sandy suggested ginger.
Yeah.
So those would be good to try.
I don't have any of that.
Okay, what about copaiba?
Darn it.
You have copaiba, right?
I have copaiba, yeah.
Okay. So you could try that maybe before you eat, like in your belly button or a drop under your tongue, and then maybe after you eat as well, just to help ease whatever's going on.
Okay.
Is there a digestive LRP kit? You know the collections that they do?
Yeah.
They're about,
is
there one that has everything in there? I know there's like a calming one. I wonder if there's a digestive one that would have, because it sounds like if you have none of those things, you might want to, get some.
Yeah, Terrazine, or there's also the copaiba is great, which you have, so you could use that.
Okay.
And then the probiotic.
You said underneath my tongue before and after I eat. Okay, one drop before and after. So I couldn't that wouldn't be too much. A drop under my tongue before and after I eat.
No,
I mean,
you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, or you could just do before if you want.
What about peppermint? You could do peppermint in your belly button as well. Maybe dilute it a little bit.
That's what I was thinking. I have a roller and then I just have the oil. So
That would definitely be good. And also
Um,
maybe just like some lavender over your intestinal area where you're feeling the pain, because that will just help, kind of calm. Lavender and copaiba would help calm whatever's going on in there.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely something going on. And sadly, I think it has to do with I just had to switch over my thyroid meds, and I think the batch I got was bad, and I think that's what's causing it.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it's just got to
I know.
work
My
itself
mom
out.
takes the same one, and I'm like, Mom, does it have a funny taste to it? She's like, no.
Yeah. Oh
I'm
gosh.
like, great.
Great.
Mine
Okay,
does.
I know.
Yeah. Oh dear.
And-
Well, this brings us beautifully on to the next slide, actually. So, when you get your oils, you want to kind of write down 3 health goals that you have, like some specific ideas on what you want to improve. So, for you, Kim, I think it was Kim that we were talking to.
Mhm.
A goal for
Yeah.
you might be to try and alleviate this discomfort that you've got and just improve the digestion from when you're eating. Another one could be to, I don't know, maybe try and work on your thyroid. And then third, I don't know, who doesn't need more energy? I mean, that would always be one for me, especially having young kids. So,
Yeah.
but the reason doTERRA recommend that we work in 3s is because it's just a really good number. The brain can tack onto it and really focus on 3 things. Anything more and we just get overwhelmed.
Mhm.
And so if you guys haven't taken the
Mhm.
time to think about some basic goals, now would be great. So what are 3 things that you want to achieve by taking this natural health journey? And for me, it's just trying to just improve my general health and energy level. And then, and every true mother, my goals are all for my kids. Improve their immunity and improve their sleep, which means my sleep would
Yeah.
improve. So,
Yeah.
it's but yeah, it's always a good idea to think about what are your goals, and then get some products in place, and then just use them consistently for maybe it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and see if there's a difference.
Yeah, because sometimes it can be overwhelming, and hopefully we didn't overwhelm you, Kim, with all those different ideas. And if you want to text me later, I can, check it out for you. But that's why you want to break it down, and that way you have a little daily routine that
God, that's
that you do, whether it's helping your sleep or your digestion or your stress and anxiety. But we want to help you so that it's simple, so that you actually will use your oils and not feel overwhelmed. And I love it when people text me and say,
Me too.
right, what do
Yeah.
I use for this? And because that means you
Oh,
want to do it, and you want
that's
to.
great.
Kim texts me a lot.
Because I text you all the time.
Oh, and I love it because
And now I think you got my sister texting you, right?
yes. But that makes me happy because I want you to use them, and it makes me happy that you want to use them. And then what makes me even happier is when you text me and say, "Oh my gosh, Gina, like this helped me so much. It was amazing, and I've tried all these other things and they didn't work." And so I think that's why we do this, is right.
That's why we do it. Yeah, we just want to be little healers. We do. We want to help.
Absolutely. Yes. Oh, wait. We have a chat. 1 minute.
Do you have, it's Sarah's asking Kim something.
Oh, do you have a basic kit, Kim? Did you start out with a kit, or I think you just started out collecting little things here and there, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So she has her favorites. I think you have lavender and tea tree and lemon and
Yeah, those are all my favorites. I'm out of them again. I'm like, darn it, I have to order those too.
On guard, you have.
I use this all the time, like crazy. Yeah. So I have frankincense. I have Melissa. I did get Melissa, and I know that's like a very precious oil that you use sparingly.
Right, that you just keep in the cupboard and look at. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, when do I actually use this?
And you brag about it. Guess what, guys? I have Melissa. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, if you have the app, the Modern Essentials app, which I swear by, that's how I learned to use my oils. Well, along with texting, my friend. But
Mm.
you can look up Melissa and we'll give you all sorts of ideas about how to use it and what it's good for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but it might be good for you to have some peppermint on hand. Oh, you have peppermint. That's good. That's good.
I have peppermint. I have like actually 2 full bottles of peppermint. It was really cool. I just did my yearly
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
subscription thing, and then they send you a free peppermint. Like,
Mhm.
oh, nice. That's a
Yeah.
nice little treat.
It
Yeah,
is.
it absolutely is. And that's a good point because there is a renewal membership fee, but you get your peppermint. And so it ended up being, I think, $5 to
Right.
renew
Yeah.
your account,
Yeah.
each year. So
Yeah.
completely
I
worth
thought
it.
that was really cool. I'm like,
Yes,
oh, I get a gift?
absolutely. And
Nice.
peppermint is like the one I use every day, all day. So
Yeah. Yeah. I love peppermint.
Yeah, I have to say, I love peppermint with eucalyptus in it. I
Ooh.
love it. It's
Really?
so
Eucalyptus
clean
and
smelling.
peppermint.
Oh, it's like
Ooh.
menthol overload. It's so good. Right.
Oh, I'll have
Okay.
to try that.
I'm
We're
looking at
moving
the
on.
time, ladies.
What's
Let's
next?
move on. I'm
Yes.
so sorry. So let's review. It says, circle the products you already have which support your health goals. So the idea is that they've organized these basic oils or these products into the foundational health, oils or products for resting and managing your stress, exercise and weight management, and then reducing toxic load. And so in your mind, think about what your health goals are, and then try and identify which of these products you already have and which ones you may need to add. I highly recommend, and Gina, I know, is going to say something about the lifelong vitality supplements. They're the foundation of health. They were based on basically getting better energy, better immune support, more rest, less stress. And they developed these 3 supplements, which are phenomenal. And I'm not going to go through all of these because that would take a sweet while. But just think about the different collections or areas of products that we have and how the products within there would help your health goals, and then potentially on your order get a couple of them, and add to them. Like, definitely get the TerraZyme, Kim. Definitely. I would definitely.
And this is, if you want to snap a screenshot of this is all really great ideas for these different health goals. Yes, I love.
Yeah, I did screenshot them.
Yeah. I do love the lifelong vitality supplements, and especially as I get older, I feel like my body definitely needed the boost in vitamins and minerals, and they have changed my life really in so many ways in all of these sections. Weight management, like just those extra pounds that I didn't need, shed it off. Reducing the toxic load helped my husband immensely. If everyone can make mute. I think I can mute everybody.
There we go.
Okay. Managing stress and anxiety. Oops. That was a huge reason why I did start those supplements. So anyway, skin, hair, digestion, energy, for sure. I love
Definitely.
that. Yes. Okay, what's next? So these are new, and most of you have probably heard about the wellness kits that have just been released on October 1st.
Woohoo!
Yes. So these are also ways for you to start your health journey. And there are 3 different ways to do that right now. You see the relief kit for pain. You see the immunity kit, which is the On Guard products, and some oils as well for boosting your immune system, helping support your immune system, keeping healthy. And then there's the mind and mood kit for stress and anxiety. And, there's lots of that going around right now. So, so these are great ways to just get all our favorite products sent to you each month to really help for these 3 health issues. As of now, this is what they have offered. And there's a plan to offer more health issues in the future, more kits.
Yay.
Yes. Yeah. So I was saying when we did our video about these that, there's all these little boxes you can subscribe to. Maybe it's the Fab Fit or there's one that's like a beachy one, but I never really wanted to subscribe until dōTERRA. I never really found my box, I guess. And so these are my boxes. And we talked about it, like these are all our favorite products. And even, for our seasoned users, like we use Deep Blue. My husband takes Deep Blue every day for his joints. The polyphenol complex is amazing. He loves the Deep Blue rub. Aroma Touch, great for pain. So these are all things that my mom's here, that we use monthly. And so even if you're a new user, if you're a seasoned user, these are great for everybody. And you can set it on your LRP and forget it, and you will get each kit with different products for these different health concerns for 3 months in a row. And then you will go back to receiving the first kit because you're probably out of Deep Blue polyphenol complex by the time the 3rd month rolls around. But you're saving money, obviously, because they are, boxed up kits. And then there are also add-ons that you can add on and at a 20% off value. So you're getting extra added value that way. Bex, do you have anything you want to add?
No, it's
Okay.
perfect. It's super cost effective. It's just an awesome little protocol that they've got going. It takes the think work out of it. This is what me and Gina were talking about yesterday. It's if you've got somebody with a specific health concern and it's one of these 3, awesome. Hey, I want to boost my kiddos and family's immunity while we're starting to blend back into school situation. Awesome. Get this immunity kit. It's going to come to you for the next 3 months with booster products that go with the same body system, and you'll have the option to do add-ons for 20% discount. And so it makes it really simple, and it also in the process teaches you how to use your account and explore LRP and get points. Yay, because who doesn't want points for free stuff? I do. So I just like the whole thing. It's good.
Yes, and as a reminder, there is a QR code where you can learn more about each of the products you receive and how to use it best. So that's even better,
That's cool. Yeah.
So go ahead. I think, is this your slide or mine? I can't even remember.
I think it's you.
Okay, so this is kind of a LRP we mentioned, which is the Loyalty Rewards Program. This is an idea of a sample wellness box you could create on your own. There are the Lifelong Vitality Pack supplements, which I will mention my naturopath looked at every single ingredient when I was in her office, and she was like, oh, that's really good. Oh, so she loved all the ingredients, and she's like, this is great. It's not overkill for your body, which some supplements can be. It's all plant-based. So if you are looking for a supplement or looking to change yours up, they're amazing. The On Guard toothpaste, the Copaiba soft gels, which are good for so many things: pain, stress, anxiety, just overall wellness in general, keeping your body in that homeostasis, which I love. Balance and Wild Orange. So this is an option of how you could set up your LRP. It's 126 PV. At 125 PV, you get a free oil of the month. So if you reach that level with your products, you will get the free product of the month, which changes every month. So who doesn't love free stuff? And then along with the free product, you earn back points that go right into your account that you can use for free products the next month. Yes.
Yay.
So it's a win-win.
It really is.
Yeah.
So I think what we need to take away from all this is Oh, this is specifically about supplements. I thought it was about oils in general. So your supplements are now part of your daily nutrition.
That's fine.
Start slowly. So the idea is that you're going to take them after your first meal. This is a message for me. So I have like a pathetic stomach. Like anything will make me throw up. I'm just not good. And so I would highly recommend, if you are going to take the lifelong vitality supplements, to take them towards the end of the day. At least after lunch, when you've had a couple of meals in you and your stomach is substantially lined. The full dose is, I believe, 4 of each.
Yeah.
So 2 of them twice daily. But I would honestly start off with 1 of each twice daily and then build yourself up to 2. However, recently they did say that if you are 160 pounds or less, the full dosage was only 2 of each versus 4 of each. And so I don't need to do more than what I'm doing. Yay, I'm already on my full dosage.
Yeah.
But I think you can take 4 if you wanted, but I believe, I know they said that 160 pounds or less, and 2 of each is the full recommended dose. Make it a lifestyle. So taking them at the same time every day makes it a bit of a ritual. It's a routine, and you can always remember to take them, kind of thing. And that goes along with your oils as well. So, maybe leave your lemon oil next to, I don't know, the glasses in your cupboard where you get your water. I have a couple of oils right next to my tea kettle, because while I'm waiting for the kettle to boil, I'll drink my water and my lemon's right there. I have oils directly next to my cooker because then I'll use them in my cooking. I have oils directly next to my sink in my bathroom because I'm going to be using them. So make it a lifestyle. So that's not just for supplements, but for your oils as well. Put your oils where you need them so that you don't forget about them, and just make sure you're using them. And then just keep at it. So you're going to get the most benefit from your oils and your supplements when you continue to use them routinely. You'll see the health benefits start to creep in. Generally, it depends what it is. It really does depend what it is, but generally within a few days you'll start to see something. But for those more chronic niggling issues, it may be 10 days to 2 weeks. But just be consistent and you'll really start to see aspects of your life improve, right, Gina?
Absolutely. And I think as far as the supplements go, I take 4 a daily. My stomach is not sensitive and never has been sensitive to these. It's been sensitive to the 1 a day women's vitamin I used to take. Oh, that made me feel awful. But these are, plant-based. It's no chemicals, no synthetics. So I do take 4 a day when I really want to cleanse out my body. And if I need an energy boost, I take the full dose. Sometimes I can back off and just take half a dose, and they last a little longer throughout the month. But so you have to really listen to your body, and everybody's different. So there is no, one size fits all. But
Nice.
Yeah, I think we covered that.
Yeah, we did. All right.
But then for people who are starting out, yes, using oils and it is something new, but sometimes you just have to start and trust that, it's a good thing. And, I know for Bex and I, we would be lost without these oils. I don't know what I would do. And I'm a nature girl. And so this fits in perfectly with, I just want us to be healthy and well, as naturally as possible. And I am surprised that I have not been to the doctor in years. I haven't had to use prescription medicines, even the children and my husband. So, you got to trust, if this is something you really want to get into and you really want to do, trust it and you will be amazed.
Yeah, you just have to take that leap. It just has to be that one time, like, oh no, I have a headache again. And instead of reaching for the Tylenol, text us and we'll give you some ideas. Or and then when you have that aha moment and it worked, because it will, that's it then. It's like you get you want more juicy, you're like, ooh, what else can I do? It's great. You just got to give it a go. So I think that's just about it for today. Does anybody have any questions, concerns, comments?
I miss seeing everybody's face.
I know.
I just have something to add. I've been having, every now and then my hips will really act up on me. They just, in the past, I've had to start taking, oh gosh, I can't even remember the name of the supplement, but but I didn't really have any on hand. So I'm like, oh, Deep Blue. So I started just rubbing Deep Blue on 3 times a day, and they haven't hurt me anymore. So that's pretty cool. I know, because it's getting pretty painful.
Gosh,
That's wonderful.
We love a good success story.
Yeah, no, I've had several, but anyways, I don't know why I didn't think about doing it sooner. Because seriously, I'm like, oh, this is getting bad, and then I'm like, oh, let me try the Deep Blue.
Yeah,
I know. We all do that. We all struggle for a little while, then think, oh, let me use my oils. But try a little bit of the copaiba oil in your hand, and then the Deep Blue rub as well. That will really kind of make a difference. I fell in love with those 2 products before Christmas for using it for similar things, and it's really good.
Yeah, no, thank you. I was doing when I was having pretty bad like lower back pain, Gina told me about doing the copaiba and peppermint.
Oh yeah.
And so I was using that a lot too, and then I'd alternate with the Deep Blue, and that also helped. So thanks for reminding me of that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it kind of accelerates the oil, so it makes it more intense, and it'll make what's in the Deep Blue almost work better. Copaiba is an awesome oil. Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you.
It's really good for inflammation, and I was going to say the same thing. Try some copaiba.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that oil is so amazing for so many things, but inflammation, pain, stress, that, those are like the top things I think of when I'm thinking about that oil. So yeah.
So great.
Yeah.
So great.
Sharing. All right. Do we think we got it?
We got it. I was snoozing.
All right. I'm going to stop recording. Thank you all for joining and sharing and asking questions. Makes the world go round.
What's all that noise?
All right. Sorry. It's probably me. All right, ladies. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.